Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Ben here, and today I'm going to teach you guys how to change your oil, because you'll be shocked to know, but some people still to this day do not know how to change their own oil in their car, and it's really easy. So I wanted to teach you guys a little step-by-step basis on how to do it. So first thing you need is your oil. Now the oil I'm using is Castrol GTX 20W50, and it's non-synthetic because I like to use period correct oil and stuff for the car. So like my car is a 1991, and back then they did not have synthetic oil, so I'm going to stick with natural oil for this car. And usually I run 10W30, but I'm having some oil leaks in the car, or either that oil leaks or it's consuming oil, so I'm going to try using a heavier weight oil. That's why I'm using 20W50, and I'm going to see how long that lasts and just compare the two. Now you also need a bucket to dump your oil in after you drain it, but to drain it first you need a lower container to get in there. So that's what this is. This is oil from my mom's car. I'm going to put it in this bucket, and you need a bucket because either a bucket or one of those like fancy oil pans things, but I like to have a bucket because you can use it for anything else, everything. So just pour this oil in here and then put the lid on so it doesn't spill all over your car. You need your oil filter. You can go either in your car's manual or go to a shop, like AutoZone or something, and they have a book there and you just look up your model car, year and model, and it tells you what oil filters you can use. Now this is a Bosch 3330 for a Mark III Supra. I like to use Bosch stuff, so I'm going to stick with that. And I have some distilled water over here because I need to put some in my radiator. So, oh, and one last thing too, before you even you need to get the car up somehow to change the oil, you can either use ramps, which you can see back there, or a jack. In my case, I'm going to use a jack because since I'm getting the car up in the air anyways, I need to check my tie rod ends and stuff like that, and my wheel bearings, because I think they might be going out. So I'm going to jack it up and do the oil and everything, and then check that afterwards. So you might know, now if you're a regular subscriber and you watch a couple videos, you probably notice that a lot of things have changed. We got 2 chairs in here, and we got a mini fridge that is stocked up with yoo-hoo. And it's on top of all my spare tires, so it's kind of sketchy. It moves a little bit. Ooh, got the hiccups, but yeah, whatever. These are going to be my just spare wheels, and I have those 2 tires. I changed my front tires, so those are the tires from that. So when I get another Supra, I'm going to make that one into a drift car, and I'm going to run those tires on it. These are my new tires too, Toyo Extenza HP2s. They're pretty good tires so far. I can finally go fast without wobbling everywhere. But okay, let's get back to the point. Let's go ahead and start jacking up the car and getting it ready to drain the oil. Alright, now, so when you jack up your car, make sure you have either wood blocks, wheel chocks, or bricks behind your wheel so the car doesn't roll back. I have some bricks behind each wheel, and there's a reason why I did not show where I jacked the car, because I jack my cars up on the pinch welds. Now it's very controversial for people in the car scene. Now I jack the front up on the pinch welds just because in my manual where it says to jack the car up from the front, if you don't want to jack from the pinch welds, it's pretty sketchy. It's not very sturdy metal. So this right here feels sturdy. Oops, you guys are looking at the ground, sorry. This pinch weld here feels sturdier than the part where it tells you to jack it up from in the front. Now the rear I jack off, I jack off. I jack up the rear from the diff because that's very sturdy. So with the front I use the pinch welds. Now make sure you have some good jack stands in here. Usually I'll put the jack in here too, just to make sure, but I don't really have much room here, so I want to have as much space as I can. So yeah, now the car is up in the air, and now you gotta move on to step 2, which is if you don't have oil in your container, then you're okay. For me, I do, so I have to pour it out in there, and then I have to get my sockets and stuff to take off the oil drain bolt and the oil filter wrench, which I don't have. So I'll do my best to do that by hand, which usually if you brought your car to a shop before, then you're going to have to go to the store and get an oil filter wrench, because they use impact wrenches and stuff to put the oil filter and drain bolt on, so they're fast. But the thing is that they over tighten them a lot, so you'll definitely have to get an oil filter wrench unless you have really strong hands, in which case I guess you do jack off a lot. But yeah, I've changed my filter before, so it shouldn't be too tight, so I should be able to do it by hand. Now, yeah, that's pretty much everything I need to do, so let me go ahead and get back to work, and I'll show you where the drain bolt is and where the oil filter is on the car. Now, this car might be a little bit different, but it's still the same for like most cars, like the general area of where everything is. So, yeah, let me go ahead and stop rambling and get started. Alright, so I'm about to go into the car. I got the drain pan, the oil's all out of it. And another thing I forgot to tell you guys to bring is paper towels. That's really good for like just wiping, cleaning all the surfaces off, and things like cleaning off your drain bolt. And then you're gonna need a ratchet, and then I like to bring some extensions with me, so that when the bolt is broken loose and you're no longer using the ratchet, you can loosen the bolt with the extension, so that you don't get oil all over your hands. Or you can wear gloves. I just use an extension, but you get oil on your hands anyways. But it's just thing of changing your own oil. So now we're gonna go under there and yeah, start changing the oil. God, I'm forgetting all about sorts of things today, but I forgot to mention too, if your car has an under tray, you'd have to remove it. This one is an under tray that I made, but if you can notice, remember earlier I said my car was leaking oil. You can see right here, like, it's kind of oily right here. Now, you don't want to use an impact wrench or anything like that on this bolt, just use a simple ratchet. Alright, so I'm unsure if this bolt is the original OEM bolt, the Toyota bolt, or if it's been changed, but for some reason my socket size I'm using for it is a standard, it's 3/4, but like the 19 mil fits, but it's a little bit loose, and the 3/4 just feels much tighter than that one, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use a 3/4. Make sure it's unloosened. Yep, it is. And just like how easy that loose that was, so that's good. You never want things too tight. Now in my case, since my car is leaking, that might be a problem, it being so loose. So when I put it back on, I might put it a little tighter. And I just put the bolt in like that and start taking it off. And you want to try to catch the bolt too, so it comes out like that. Now I'll have the bolt in the ratchet and then just go out like that. Now I have the bolt in the socket. I have to go digging in the oil for a bolt. Now I need to use one hand and my face to tear off a paper towel because I'm one-man operation. God, if you guys could see me right there, I was using my mouth to tear the paper towel. Oh shit. Okay. So, one more thing too. Oh god, I keep on forgetting all sorts of stuff. You want to run your car first. So I just came back from the auto parts store. I bought everything I needed today, so my oil is still hot, so it's going to come out a lot easier. And one more trick you can do to make it drain faster is open the engine oil lid at the top, the engine oil filler cap. And of course, my flashlight is mainly dead. The one time I go to use it, but yeah, it's too dead. I can't see anything in here. Fuck my life. Here's my flashlight if you guys are wondering how dead it is. Yeah. You can't see shit in there, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera for the sake of this video not being 20 minutes long. The oil's draining, so just let that drain out, and then once it's all done, put your drain bolt back in and look for your oil filter. Alright, so ow. Alright, so now the oil is done draining, so I can put the bolt back on. I don't know if you can see that, I'm really close to the engine. But now you can go ahead and start looking for the oil filter. Now in my case, mine is right here. I don't know if you can see it because it's black, and I don't have a damn flashlight. But mine it's going to be kind of a hassle to get it out. Now, most cars are pretty easy, like my mom's car and stuff like that. That's very easy. But this one, I don't know. I doubt I'll be able to just go straight out with it, but that has oil in it, so when you take it off, make sure you have the oil pan underneath it. But yeah, let's go ahead and start taking it off, or attempting to anyways. I'm going to get the oil pan over here, and I'm going to try not to drain oil on my camera, so I might move it over here. I don't know how well you guys can see. I'm sorry if you guys can't see, but yeah, I'm just trying my best not to get oil on my camera and get a somewhat decent angle and being able to work on my car too. So now I've got, okay, there we go. Yeah, it's really loose, so that's good. It's got off just like that. Okay, so now you just twist it off, twist, just go ahead and loosen it, and there it goes. And I'm missing my oil pan, of course. I'd say the oil filter is the messiest one, just because like it's where it is. Whereas the oil pan, you can just put the thing underneath it. The oil filter itself, though, it drains all over the place. It's just pissing on everything. So yeah, I'm gonna go and finish taking it off. Try not to drop it in there too, because it's full of oil. Alright, so now you just want to prep your oil filter to go into your car. Now this here's mine, the Bosch 3330. Now you do kind of want to make sure you got the right filter, so check it to your old one. And mine's in this oil thing, so I'm going to try not to take it out, but I'm just going to check the model. Oh, okay, never mind, this is another one. This is a Mobile 1 M1 102A. Yeah. Okay, I was going to get that one anyway, so actually I did buy that one. Okay, so I have 2 oil filters now. I just keep that one for backup. So here's my oil filter. Now you want to get some oil. Here's mine, Castrol GTX 20W50, and it's non-synthetic. It's natural, so yeah, just in case you're wondering. Now newer cars, I do prefer to use synthetic, but this one, since it's an older car, I can't talk right now. Now newer cars, I do prefer to use synthetic oils, but because this one's older, what's it called? Number one, it wasn't made for synthetic oil, because synthetic oil wasn't out yet. And number two, because synthetic oil is thinner than normal oil. Now people argue about that all day, like they'll say, but it's the same weight and everything. The weight doesn't really matter. Just look at the oil itself, like pour it, and you'll see that synthetic is much thinner. I don't know why, but yeah, the point is it's thinner. So especially on an older car, it could get into places that's not meant to go. So that's why I don't use it. Now some people just pour oil inside here. Let me turn on my screen. The screen went off of my camera. Some people just pour oil inside here. I do that. I just pour a little bit on the top, like that, just enough to, get like there, and you just dip your finger in it and put it all on this little rubber gasket right here on the top. And that's just to make sure it gets a good seal and the rubber gasket lasts, because it's hot down there. You want the rubber to not be lubricated, because then it will stick and stuff like that too. It won't like to come off when you change your oil the next time. So that's it. You just rub a thin film onto the filter, and now you go under there and install it. Alright, now I'm not sure how well you guys can see. I already got the filter started on threads, just so I could film here, because I can't get it on there and film at the same time. Now it's just started on there, and I'm going to show you a secret to get the filters where you can just take it off by hand. Next time, easy, no hassle. Now you just want to tighten the filter. Actually, you might be able to see in here the label. That white label is the filter. Now you just want to tighten the filter by hand completely until you feel the rubber touching the metal. Now it's easy to feel, because since these threads are well lubricated, the oil filter is just really easy to spin on. Like you can see, I'm just spinning it by hand like that. You'll feel it like start to grab, and then you just turn it half and another half turn. So one full rotation, and that's it. You just leave it like that. I put mine a little bit too tight right there. Just okay, there we go. So that's perfect, and that's the secret to being able to take it off by hand the next time. Easy, no hassle. Alright, so now you just need to go ahead and start pouring oil into your car. Now usually you use a funnel. Of course I do not have one, so I took a water bottle, cut off the bottom, and just flip it over, and voila, you have a funnel now. You can get away without using a funnel, but I just like to use it, just make sure don't spill anything. And just go ahead and start pouring your oil in. And while I mentioned oil, your old oil should just be black. If it's still like a honey color, then you're changing your oil too soon. Now I like to change my oil every about 3,000 miles, but I am late on this one. This oil change out is about 5,000 miles since my last change, so it's well overdue. And your oil should not be tan. If it's tan, then you should probably take your car to a shop and have them check the gaskets, unless you know like what's wrong, because that means that there's water in your oil. So And also another thing about oil too, you can find out how much oil you need either in your car's owner's manual, or you can just go online and check. Mine uses 5 quarts, so I bought 6 bottles just because I still have the oil consumption issues, and I'll just use that bottle to top it off. So yeah, this one's empty now. So let's go to the second bottle. When you get the bottle too, you want to make sure like all that it's like a aluminum foil like cover for the bottle, so that people can't pour it in the store. You just want to make sure all that is off. You don't want to leave some of that, because some of it might go into your engine, and when it does, you're screwed. So yeah, I usually just take something like this, wire cutters, and just punch it in like that, and then tear it out. So yeah, just go and start that. I need to get a trash can for my garage. I'm slacking. I have a mini fridge and chairs, but don't have a garbage can. Alright, so I just want to tear it all off like that, so it's just a clean bottle like that, so none of it can go in. Once that's in, alright, that's enough, and you're done now. Now just take your car off the jacks, and I just knocked a bunch of stuff over when I threw that bottle. Just put your car off the jacks, do the fine measuring, use your dipstick, and find out if you need more or less oil. And I keep on crossing the threads on my filler cap. I'm incapable of turning this thing. There we go. Just do the fine measurements afterwards, and yeah, you change your oil for your first or this time, whether you're just watching this video to get a refresher on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more tutorials or anything like this, make sure to check my tutorials playlist on my channel. And if you like my videos, subscribe. I make vlogs, how-to videos like this, and soon to be I'm going to start drifting once I get my second Mark III Supra. This one, well, I'll explain all that in another video. This video is long enough. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and it's a wrap. I've been waiting all night.